everybody, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, which you may have guessed A from the title and B from Thursday's video, I am going to be cooking for you all out of Niomi Smart's cookbook. So her cookbook is called Eat Smart and it's only just been released. It is quite new and she has got some absolutely delicious recipes in here that I cannot wait to show you. So I'm going to be doing 3 things. So I'm going to be doing breakfast, like a indulgent kind of / dessert thing, and dinner. I'm not going to do lunches, just breakfast, snack or a little treat and dinner, and I hope you all enjoy the video. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and if you're new to my channel and you would like to see more and you don't want to miss one of my videos, please hit that lovely red subscribe button that's just next to my face. I'd be super thrilled if I can get to 1,000 subscribers. I think I'm at 901 now, which is amazing, so please remember to hit that subscribe button. That would be awesome, and we'll jump right into the video. Let's get cooking. Hi guys, so for this morning I'm going to be doing Niomi Smart's chocolate pancakes with raspberry sauce. I'm going to get the ingredients out and show you what we need, and then I'm going to get cooking. Okay, so this is all you're going to need to make the batter for your pancakes. So you're going to need to get yourself some buckwheat flour, some cacao powder, some chia seeds, some maple syrup. Now I got this from Aldi and it was like $1.99 for this massive bottle, so that's good. 1 ripe banana, some bicarbonate of soda, some coconut oil, and again this is from Aldi, and some almond milk, which again is also from Aldi. It says unsweetened, but I'm going to use sweetened because that's all I have, and some cacao nibs. So I'm going to combine it all together and get cooking. Okay, so I've already added some of my ingredients to the mix. I'm now just going to add 2 tablespoons of the raw cacao powder. Okay, 2 tablespoons of raw cacao powder. 1 heaped tablespoon of the chia seeds. In you go as well. Then it says half a teaspoon, okay, half a teaspoon, which is what we have here, of the bicarbonate of soda. I'm going to add the rest of the ingredients here, whiz it all up and show you what it looks like once it's finished. Okay, so for the raspberry sauce, you're going to need 1 cup of raspberries, or 150 grams, 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, 1 tablespoon of maple syrup, 1 teaspoon of plain flour, optional if you wanted it thick. I'm not going to use plain flour purely because gluten intolerant. And I did research, buckwheat flour is supposed to be gluten free, and I've eaten it and I've not had any problems, so that's good. So I'm going to get my raspberries, and these are frozen and they're fresh from my auntie's field, so I'm going to pop those into the saucepan. Then it says 1 cup or 1/4 cup of water, and then I'm going to squeeze my lemon juice in there, pop the maple syrup on, cook over a medium heat, stir occasionally. When the sauce starts to bubble, turn the heat down, cook for 2 to 3 minutes until thickened. So then, that's what I'm going to do, and then move on to the pancakes. Right guys, so we are now ready to put our pancake mix and cook our pancakes. So we've allowed it to thicken for a bit. Now we need to put half a cup of mixture into the centre of the pan. I can never make rounded pancakes. I'm not very good at making pancakes. If there's a secret to getting your pancakes perfectly round, let me know. Now this is going to be really quick before my camera dies, but here is the finished result. Chocolate pancakes with raspberry sauce from Niomi Smart's Eat Smart book. I cannot wait to dig into this now. It looks so yummy. Okay guys, firstly I apologise about the background noise. My washing machine is on and I cannot turn it off, so I do apologise about that noise. But now I'm going to bake some banana and chocolate chip muffins. So looking down at the ingredients, she does use spelt flour. Now spelt flour is not gluten free, so I'm going to try and use buckwheat flour to see if that works. It might not do. It's going to be trial and error, so we'll see how that goes. And the baking powder, I do have gluten-free baking powder, so we'll use that. For my lunch today, I'm not going to be cooking any lunches out of this book today. Let's get on to baking. Okay, so the ingredients I have for this is buckwheat flour, and there's some that's already opened, some coconut sugar here, some coconut oil, some almond milk, 3 ripe bananas, some vanilla powder. Now this is protein powder, but I couldn't find vanilla powder even in Holland & Barrett, so I'm just going to use this. Gluten-free baking powder. Now I had a 70% dark chocolate bar instead of dark chocolate drops, so I've just cut that up, but I'm also going to put in some cacao nibs as well. So we're going to combine it all together and cook some muffins. Okay, so again, apologise for the noise of my washing machine. So you're going to need a large bowl, and in the bowl I'm going to put, now I'm using buckwheat flour, but the recipe does say spelt flour just because this is gluten free, so I'm going to try using this. So you need 1.5 cups of flour, which evidently is the whole bag. Then you need 1 tablespoon of baking powder. Here is my gluten-free baking powder. Okay, that will do. 1 tablespoon of baking powder. Then you're going to need 3 tablespoons of coconut sugar. Now I've not used this before. This is a guilt-free sugar alternative. It says raw organic crystallized coconut, so I typed in coconut sugar into Holland & Barrett's website, this is what it came up with. So hopefully this will be the same thing. We'll have to see. 3 tablespoons of coconut sugar going in. 1, 2, smells amazing actually. 3, I'm just going to use a teaspoon of this. Vanilla powder. Okay, 1 teaspoon, in it goes. Okay, so that is all of the dried ingredients. So it says mix all of the dried ingredients in a bowl except from the chocolate drops. So we're just going to mix all of that up together. So next what I need to do is melt the coconut oil in a saucepan over a low heat. Mash the bananas with a fork and add the almond milk, and then add it all to this mixture here. So I'm going to move you, do that, so I'll be right back. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to add is the almond milk, which is 1/2 cup of almond milk. I'm then going to add the 3 mashed bananas, and then I'm going to add 3 heaped tablespoons of coconut oil. And then I'm just going to mix it all together. I'm going to add in my chocolate chips. I'm going to add just a few little sprinkling of my cacao nibs. Too much. Okay, and then just mix all those in as well. Okay, So I'm going to use my tablespoon, which is in like one of those ice cream scoop things, because I think that'll be easier, and I'm going to scoop my mixture into the cake cases, and failed straight away. Okay, so I just wanted to show you that they made more than 8, so we have got 4, 8, 12, 3, 6, 9, 12, just had to check. Yeah, so we have got 12 muffins here ready to go in the oven, and we put them in the oven for 25 to 30 minutes, so I'm going to pop them in now. And that is on gas mark 4 for about 30 minutes, so we'll be back to see what they come out like. Right everyone, they've all come out the oven now and they look really good. They're all bouncy. I've checked them with a knife and they look really good. So I'm going to let them cool down now and then we'll do a taste test and try one of them, but they look super scrummy. Hi guys, so my muffins that I made have cooled down now. Here is one. I am going to try it. Now I followed the recipe of what Niomi Smart's done in her book, right down until the gluten-free baking powder, and I used buckwheat flour instead of spelt flour, just because the buckwheat flour is gluten-free. So I'm going to have a little taste. It's only a little diddy thing, but I'm going to try it. Banana and chocolate. Okay. Oh, that's so nice. It's not dense, it's fluffy, it's moist. I hate that word, moist. It's just so tasty, and like it's actually good for you because you don't use actual sugar and there's no eggs. The chocolate is dairy because I couldn't find dairy free. Well, I didn't have dairy free chocolate, I've just used what I've got in the cupboards. But it's so nice. No vanilla extract, vanilla powder. It's really nice. So massive thumbs up to that. Yeah, I'm going to carry on and enjoy this, and then at dinner we'll see what we're going to cook then. Bye! Okay guys, so we are now on to dinner, and for dinner I got completely attracted to squash pizza. That sounds really interesting. So I'm gonna get out all of the ingredients and then I will go through everything that you need to make your pizza. Okay, so your ingredients to make the pizza base, you're going to need a butternut squash. Now it says pink Himalayan salt, but I've just got some coarse sea salt. I didn't have any Himalayan salt. Some black pepper, some oregano, and it also said some mixed herbs, but I can't find those, so we're just going to be using oregano. Some milled flax seeds and buckwheat flour, and then finally you will need some coconut oil. Now this coconut oil I got from Aldi. It is, how much? It's 300 ml, and it cost me £2.49. So in Sainsbury's I think the cheapest one is like £4 for a tub of coconut oil. So this is, and it's virgin 100% raw, cold press, so it's just the same as you would buy in the shops, but it's a lot cheaper from Aldi, so go ahead and pick some up. So I'm going to get all the measurements ready and then we'll crack on. So what I have done is I have cut up my butternut squash, as you can see, and popped it into a pan on the heat, obviously in water. Now in the recipe it says to use half a butternut squash, approximately 650 grams. Now my butternut squash that I had was around 400 grams, so I used the whole thing. I couldn't find a bigger one, so I'll just use slightly less ingredients. I'll just reduce them a little bit. But now we're just going to let that boil away for about 10 to 15 minutes until it softens. Okay, Okay, hopefully you can see this, but the next part it says to, in a small bowl, mix the flaxseed with 4 tablespoons of water and set aside to allow to thicken up. So I'm just going to get the flaxseed out now, and then, so 1, 2. Okay, so now there's not a massive amount to do. I've got to wait for the butternut squash to cook, and then I'll be back once it's ready. Okay, so my butternut squash is all cooked now, so it's easy to mash. So I'm just going to mash all that away now. So once that's mashed, the next part of the ingredients, it says 250 grams of buckwheat flour. I have here 200 grams because the butternut squash wasn't the same weight as what's in the recipe, so I've just reduced the flour a little bit. So I'm going to pour that in there. I'm then going to add some salt and a pinch of pepper, the herbs, if I can open it. So, oh. So the flaxseed now has all thickened up nicely as well, so that's all nice and thick, so I'm going to add that to the mix too. Don't know if you heard that, I need to add my 1 tablespoon of coconut oil when I can actually open it. I'm just going to use my tablespoon, and you need 1 tablespoon of coconut oil. So then we just need to mix it all together until all the ingredients are combined. Now it does say that it might be a little bit wet, but once it cooks it will thicken. Okay, so I think that is pretty much all mixed up there, so I'm just going to set that to one side. So I've got my smaller baking tray here, and then it says to grease it with some coconut oil. I'm just going to grab here a paper towel, grab some of the oil, and then grease the tip. So then what I'm going to do now is a round pizza tray with a little coconut oil, smooth the mixture, spread onto it using the back of a wooden spoon. Right, sorry, I just had to read what I had to do there. So, oh, I hope you can see that. So basically all the dough that we've just made is going onto the baking tray now, and I'm just going to flatten this all out onto the tray. Okay guys, so here is the base. So I'm going to pop this in the oven now, and you're going to put it into the oven on gas mark 4 or 180 degrees for 30 minutes. So I'm going to go put that in now, and then I'll be back once it's done. Okay guys, so here it is. It's all cooked now, so I'm just going to pop it on the side there. It smells so nice with the coconut, with obviously the coconut oil all mixed in. So now it's time to add the toppings. Going back to my recipe book here, Niomi Smart makes her own tomato base on here. I am not going to do that. I am going to use the Tesco's tomato puree, suitable for vegetarians. I'm not too sure if it's suitable for vegans, but I am not vegan. So I'm just going to put it, like dollop it all over, and then spread it across with a spoon. Tomato puree is all on there. Now the toppings that I'm going to add first of all is a little bit of mozzarella cheese. The next thing I'm going to add is some baby leaf salad here. So I'm just going to sprinkle some of that over the top. So obviously next I'm going to be adding on I'll add on the onions first. So I'm just going to sprinkle those over. And then I'm just gonna dot the goat's cheese all around there. So obviously you can follow the recipe, you know, the ingredients, well, recipe that Niomi Smart uses for her toppings, which I will do. I will try those out one day, but today I wanted to do this, so that's what I'm doing. But the base, my actual pizza base is all from her recipe. So next I'm going to add some caramelized onion chutney, and I absolutely love this stuff so much. And finally, just over the top, a little sprinkling of a little bit more mozzarella. Okay, now I'm going to pop this back into the oven and bake for a further 10 minutes to obviously let the ingredients cook, and then we'll get it out. Hi guys, so this is obviously the pizza that I've made, and it's from the Eat Smart by Niomi Smart's recipe book. So I'm now going to try a little bit of it. I'd say it's quite dense in when you get it out, but okay. It's not actually dense when you eat it. It's actually quite nice. It's been set out for a little while because I've been out, but it actually tastes quite nice. You can really taste the butternut squash and the coconut oil all mixed together. Yeah, thumbs up. I like this recipe. This is very, very nice.